If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at villageXchange@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch indeed.
And the child shall lead them
to buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener.
So our studio has been like, it's been a little crazy in here. I cleaned it now. And I found this was in a package that I don't think we ever had opened. I don't know. It was like kind of half open, so it didn't look like it was fully open. It's the Autumn Queen Protocol, a zombie novel in 2 parts by Patrick Ashe, or Ashy. He listens to our channel, and so he sent us his book.
Thanks,
so shout out to the homie. If anybody knows who the homie is, if you can let him know that we received it now. We would like for him to know. All right, you guys, I'm going to shut the door, and we're going to start.
All right, guys, song numero dos is what?
Immortal, War Against All. All right, so we are doing a birthday celebration for the big homie Ben. He actually calls it a birthday beatdown. I'm just going to put that at the top there. Birthday beatdown. Up next on our list is Immortal, War Against All. And our DJ Ben, says, shout out to Northern Scoundrel for posting this in the Discord. 2023 medal on March 21st. Immortal came out with a new track, War Against All, and it rips. Prepare for an all-out audio assault. Updated, non-official. Oh, okay, we've got this.
What?
He changed the video.
Okay.
And I updated it, but I left that note for myself. For no reason at all. All right, you guys. It's Immortal, War Against All.
War Against All losers. Let's do it. Turn it off.
Power,
is up and running now. We are selling our formula officially. It's amazing stuff from Europe.
Made in Germany. Sold in America.
Highest standards there are. In America, the standards haven't been updated since 1980. It's super weird, like older than me. In Europe, they update safety standards basically every year. This formula is top notch, great for the stomach, great for constipation. This is a great product. If you happen to want to purchase it and join us on our journey, then grab the link in the description. If you do and leave a review for us, send me a screenshot at vinandsori@gmail.com of your review after you have received the product. We will put your name in a hat. Song reviews are going to come out by some of the people that have left reviews. Don't forget to send us a screenshot of your review once you get the product. Now a word from our mascot dressed as a pirate, Fuji.
It's a deal of a deal.
Whoa.
And there you go, dear listener. Boom!
War Against All. Wow.
That was Immortal? Was that the name of the band?
Yep, Immortal.
You guessed right, 275. You guessed right, 275.
Northern Scoundrel is the one that had suggested. I told Northern Scoundrel it was missing guitar. Fire.
Northern Scoundrel put it up on the Discord thingamajiggy, and that's where he got the idea. I've been sneaking the chat. He's like, you're gonna have a hard time analyzing this because it's pure fantasy. It's just like hey, you got people over there, you got people over here, right? It's not really much.
Yeah.
Just war. We used to have these these rumbles back in the day. Now I think about it, like this, it's probably not very healthy, but we'd have these rumbles, right? And you'd have teams on the rumbles, and then somebody would call out, "Every man for themselves," and then your own teammate, and like everything was in play. Everything was in play. Hit you in the mouth, whatever. Who was the last man standing? That was it.
Really?
Yeah. So like,
how often did that happen? And where were you doing that, in school, or was that like in your
like at the hood, in the hood, like around the way? No, we never did that in Taekwondo.
How many people would get involved in it?
I mean, it'd be the hood. It'd be the whole hood.
Like 10 people, like 50
10 people, 50. Like you try to get it. You try to get it really big, and then you'd have, and we were all in the same hood, so like we fight each other all the time anyway, and sometimes dudes had like real beef and they'd go on the other side.
That's crazy. You know what we were doing? We were seeing how many kids in the neighborhood we could get together to do a whirlpool. Everybody go in the same direction.
We were always like it with the short team, because me, Marcus, whatever. Although Marcus wasn't short, but he was skinny. He couldn't. So and then like if one side was losing too bad, they'd say every man for themselves, and then everybody would turn on each other
because they didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it reminded me of. Though that was fun, man. That was fun.
You've never told me that story.
Yeah, it was violent as hell, but it was so fun.
Jeez.
Once you get over the getting hit in the face stuff, like
but was
it's
it
really
like,
fun.
Like, was there really bad injuries, or was it like? I mean, these are boys.
I mean, I don't know. Nobody ever went to the hospital.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people got knocked out. I mean,
yeah, I could see that.
I had a split lip that I carried around for a couple, but like. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But yeah, it was that whole... They do that in mosh pits sometimes. They'll have like the wall of death. They'll put one group over here, one group over there. When
I've seen that before.
Breakdown happens, they just clash into it. Like, I remember being a kid and like the whole influence of music over kids debate. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you were familiar with the debate. It was like when they started putting parental advisories on it and they started blaming rappers for... but like, and obviously as a kid, I'd be like, that is ridiculous, music, but I mean,
I believed it because there was so much fear around music because we didn't have it. Like, it was like, there could be really bad stuff out there. And then when they were putting I was like, there's music so bad, you have to put a warning on it. What? What are people doing? What can you put?
Yeah.
I had no idea. The things I was going to experience on this channel.
Yeah, but like
flannel guy, what's up?
It was, but like songs like this definitely put you in a certain kind of space. Like now that I'm older, like I'm farther away from the debate. Like there is no question that music can influence. Like I'm not gonna blame the music if you do some dumb shit, but I'm saying it definitely does. Like when you're about to do some violent shit.
Yeah, I could see that.
Music definitely can either aid in a bed or try to throw some cold water on it.
I mean, I feel like, don't you think that music can be used like that for anything? I mean, like
Jihad.
It's the inspiration at least a percentage of the inspiration between propaganda videos when they put them out. Like, they always have some really good soundtrack up in there, you know, inspiring shit.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. I mean, but this is definitely one of them songs, man, where you're like, I definitely could see some jihad happening, because because the song from start to finish is just dance.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
There's no breaks, there's no nothing, and then what he's saying, war against all, like
warriors fight upon the ice. Yeah, when it said war against all, it's so funny because I thought the exact same thing, every man for himself. And I remember, like, this is so crazy, but years ago I heard a mother say that about her family. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, she's like, it's every man for himself over here.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean?
Yep. That's that New York shit. That's not New York shit.
Every man for himself. Anyway.
But I wonder what that is about human nature, because, like, a lot of us have seen those scenes growing up. Doesn't matter how sheltered you are. We've all seen those battle lines.
Everybody falls in the middle.
like
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, Braveheart.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, like and like there's something inside of definitely every dude that watches that, but I suppose the ladies as well, to where it's like, I would give my right arm to be in that crowd, man. Like that is so, like,
I'm not like that.
Imagining the hype and the anticipation of like that's gotta be like such a crazy feeling, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not a skilled fighter. I would say though, when they're doing the speeches before they go out to the battle, I'm like, that's right there. But then I think to myself, man, if people aren't ready, like if I think about something too much, I can get like really, really like freaked out about it. Like if you knew that you were gonna cut your finger, but you had to think about it before it happened and know it was gonna happen, it's way worse than if it just like, oh, it's cut now. Well, it's done.
That's why you just think about your training.
Yeah. Well, I have no training to look back on.
You just go through those evolutions in your training.
Unless the
like
training that you give me
that
counts.
you make sure that you. Can't believe you said that online. Okay.
What? You showed me a couple of different moves.
Yeah, I did. I do.
Protect myself.
I do. Yeah, protect yourself. Yeah. Just cut the guy and just fucking run as fast as you possibly can. That's how you protect it. But yeah, man, like it's a crazy, crazy, crazy situation. Like, and it's sad, but I don't know. There's something about it. Like to the end of time for me. Like I love that shit. Like just that, my team versus your team. We'll clash and we'll see what's what type of shit.
But I'm convinced that there's some version of that in the afterlife. Like, I don't think that there's going to be something like that has the elements of war. I mean, well, we have sports, and sports carries the elements of war with it.
Yeah, it does.
So I feel like that there's going to be some version of it that's like the most meaningful thing to be a part of. So
yeah, of course, everybody wants to be, you know, to Will's point, everybody wants to be like in that shit, but dying
Will said the opposite.
Dying
babe.
in those kinds of battles,
okay.
dying in those kinds of battles must suck.
Yeah,
You know, like, I mean, you're pretty much getting.
No, not like Valhalla. To
it.
me, Valhalla, honestly, I love the concept of it, but it sounds like a giant disappointment. And if I think about it too long, I feel super trapped. Like the glory, you know, like the halls of Valhalla and the wars and then the feasts after, all of it sounds great. But then when you sit down and you think about it, especially when Vin says it, and you're like, every day it's the same thing. It's like Groundhog Day. It doesn't matter how exciting day one was. If you do that day in, day out, another war, another feast, another war, another feast, more sex. It's like, it could just get old.
The adrenaline and the euphoria that like gets experienced by people in combat is something that is impossible to replicate, and it's something that a lot of people have a hard time leaving behind.
So this is why I don't understand Valhalla.
On top of adrenaline, your body also produces euphoric enzymes to help you, you know, psychologically deal with what's happening. Mm-hmm. And so the afterwash of that is it's if you look at the pattern, like it was so interesting because that summer I'd come home And like you see people like coming off of heroin trips and things like that, and like the irritability and and it's like, yo, like it's kind of the same thing. Like I'm not.
Wow.
It's hard to explain. A lot of people. So I understand why they'd be like, yeah, you'd have that feeling for all eternity. Like to a person that's a junkie on that shit, like that's the best of all possible worlds. It's like telling a heroin guy, like you'll have mountains of fentanyl in the new world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's going to be no
so
death.
it's a pretty and again, that's one of those things where you have to experience it. But there is that like everybody and that's why we have like epic battle scenes, because it helps us to participate in that euphoria without the danger element. Mm-hmm. But without the actual real danger element, you're never gonna really understand. There was like this guy that was doing like a virtual reality video game thingamajiggy where the game would actually kill you in real life if you lost.
Wait, that was a movie or that
No.
Really
It was
happened?
in real life. The guy was talking about the game isn't entertaining unless you think you're really gonna die, right? So he got this thing. It's like you'll really die if you lose, whatever. Yeah.
I find stuff entertaining even if I don't have to die at the end of it.
Yeah. It's one of those meta virtual reality thingamajiggies. All right.
What's up, middle?
275 says once you get that high, you chase it. It's like constantly. If you are constantly exposed to that high, when you're taken from it, you almost go through a withdrawal. See?
Listen, look, wife used to wonder I was so fucking stupid for months at a time.
Yeah.
Used to get in huge fights because I didn't take the trash out on Thursday, and I tried to explain that compared to my baseline normal at the time, trash didn't fucking matter.
Well, there you are. What do you give the song?
I do think that makes sense. But see that's the give and take of it, right? That's the.
I'm not saying nothing. Yeah.
I
agree with you. I agree with Sori.
Oh boy, I would think that makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
But
you
then-
do?
No, it does. It does make a lot of sense to say, like, I've been through something, blah, blah, blah.
All
But
right,
at the
I'm
same
going to
time,
screenshot
you did-
this moment.
you-
I'm going to screenshot this moment.
You did put yourself in that situation to experience that trauma to make the trash then seem like you shouldn't.
Well, he didn't say trauma. He just said his baseline as far as, like, what's important to him. I mean, the trash isn't important to him. It's not important to him. What do you want him to do?
No, but that's why, if it's important to her that he takes the trash out.
I agree with Sori.
Oh, boy. I'm just gonna stop right there.
9.4 for me.
Oh yeah, okay. This one was pretty heavy. I'm at you at a 9.4. I'm with it. Immortal, War Against All. That was that song.
That was that song.
That was that reaction.
Nothing but pure
Yep.
metal.
And shout out to Northern Scoundrel, and of course the birthday boy.
The birthday man.
The birthday man. Beat down, bash. No, none of those. All right, let's go. We'll be right
It's
back,
Ben's
you guys.
birthday beatdown. What's wrong with you?
Ben gives it a 9.
All right. Jonathan, I agree with you. Like, for example, consciousness emerging from unconscious matter. That is unbelievable to me that people believe that. But, Jonathan, there are people that actually believe that. We'll return. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone.